everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, then welcome. First, we'd like to thank Mila Vanderbilt for hosting a fantastic event for all of us. We had an awesome time and it pushed us to do more than what we were initially wanting to do. Today, I'm going to take you behind the scenes of Magic Alley, Little Tokyo, and talk about what transpired and how it all came about, as well as show you what was done in order to make the video. We saw the comments in chat and noticed that people were actually noticing the subtleties of what we did, such as the use of props, the scene with the mailbox, sound of the shoes hitting the pavement, and much more. So please take a journey with us as we show you the behind the scenes and making of Magic Alley, Little Tokyo. Okay, so now we'll go across the street. I'll be explaining what we put into this. Oh, remember to stop before crossing and look both ways. All clear. So as you can see, we have a lot of props here. We have cars and the people and trees, etc. We wanted to make the place feel lived in, so we wanted to add extra stuff into the area. We had limitations in the real Bayside because we couldn't res. We went to Bayside to scout out the location. I liked the billboard and Pooh liked Little Tokyo. We were dancing one night and we were using the light effects and I loved how it looked, so we knew we wanted to use them for our dance. The emitters could be added to our AVs, but by using them that way, it might have impacted the sims, causing lag, and we were conscious about that. So we knew we wanted to use the emitters we got, but we knew that doing the dance in Bayside may or may not cause an issue. So East Pooh decided to create the set. These people look huge. I don't remember them being this big when we were shooting the video. Okay, let's head back across the street. And this leads us to where we are right now. Set 1. We didn't purchase the building adjacent to the parking lot, but since it was visible during our dance scene, we knew that we had to somehow include something there. East Pooh visited Bayside and derezzed the objects blocking the wall facing the parking lot. He then took screenshots of the wall and he corrected the perspective view of the wall in Photoshop and imported it into Second Life as a texture. Now we could place that texture on a flat prim, and that would create the illusion of the real building next to the parking lot. Some of the wall textures used on the walls were obtained from Marketplace. The trash bins were placed and just the gas station sign was used. In the real Bayside, there is an actual gas station and laundromat, which we did not use. The white van was placed to help block some of this area, and we tried not to focus too much on it. Over here is where the back alley is. In Bayside, it's actually a big building and some apartments. So since we didn't buy a building for this area, we took some creative privileges and we were able to create a longer alley and just added a black prim to cover up some of the area. Inside the alley, we used fog and floor sparkles to give it a mysterious feel. Here, we used a bunch of prims just to create dark spaces so you wouldn't see the sky behind it. Also, there were some invisible prims used in the alley, so we didn't bump into the walls as we walked in the area. It was mainly for the tiger scene, and we'll talk more about invisible stuff later. Before I show you the remaining elements used in the video, I wanted to take a moment to talk about the things we filmed in the actual Bayside. We had to film late at night when the sim had only the bots on, so we could shoot me running in the rain. The rain effect had a big radius which caused quite a bit of lag. We took lots of shots from all angles, basically making sure we had enough footage just in case something was wrong in one of the shots. We also filmed the tiger in the bushes and walking up the stairs, which used the rain effect as well. Make sure to watch till the end for the bonus clip showing some tricks used to make things invisible. We knew we wanted to make the place more lived in, so we added more decor, and that's where those people you saw earlier come into play. We added a few of them here in the alley. Another issue with filming a dark scene was the alley floor. It was black, and since it was filmed with the dark wind light, we needed a sense of ground, so we put a different floor into the food alley. Going back to when the block was first added, Eastpoo bought the road along with the accessory kit that included the drains for the road. He bought the supermarket with the upstairs apartments, as well as the main food alley. He used the road to align the buildings. This area would be our main focus, where our dance would take place. Many of the props here were added, like the hanging fish, the neon tiger, the cats, the twinkling lights in the grocery store. We also needed another table that matched the scene. We added this blue one behind me. Also, the bar you see in front of the store was used because of the animations in it. We modified it to make it invisible and placed it where those blue chairs are. The interior of that food mart wasn't important since we weren't filming in there, but props were added regardless to make it seem full. Across the street here is this sidewalk food stand. It was also an important feature. We added the red lanterns and green lanterns and some props including the food, which aren't here now. The last thing we needed was the fence, and we put more trees there to block off the background of that area. In the real Bayside, there's a house there. We added the road closed construction sign and the street sign. Here's the bus stop, and we also pulled one of the benches out of it for over in front of the grocery store. And now it's time for the bonus footage. Here's Eastpoo. He played the tiger in the video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. First, he took off his normal AV. He rezzed the companion tiger and centered himself on it before wearing his invisible AV. The tiger in the bushes and going up the stairs in Bayside was Eastpoo as well, but that tiger was an actual avatar. Here he is holding the newspaper. This part was filmed in Bayside as well. He positioned the newspaper to fit inside the newspaper stand, and then he wore his invisible AV. So all in all, we used 20 sound effects, 15 voiceover clips, lots of footage, and 2 songs. It was a lot of hard work putting it all together, but we really enjoyed it and learned so much. I think that about wraps things up. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks so much for watching. Okay guys, I'm done.